Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel where we explore the fascinating, complex, and often dramatic world of the British royal family. Today, we are delving into some potentially seismic shifts reportedly underway within the monarchy, centered around His Majesty King Charles III, the future role of his eldest son, Prince William, and the ongoing, deeply concerning rift with Prince Harry. Recent reports emerging from sources close to the palace suggest that King Charles, who is currently undergoing treatment for cancer, may be preparing for significant changes regarding the day-to-day running of the monarchy and potentially even his own future. This news comes at a time when the king's health is understandably a matter of considerable public and private concern. Now, before we dive into the intricate details of these claims and what they could mean for the House of Windsor, please take a moment to show your support. If you find our insights valuable, do remember to give this video a like, share it with fellow royal enthusiasts, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates on the unfolding royal saga. Your support truly helps us bring these stories to you. Let's begin by addressing the core of these recent reports. According to information circulating from sources like Radar Online and various palace insiders, the 76-year-old monarch is facing a profoundly challenging period concerning his health. King Charles publicly announced his diagnosis with an unspecified form of cancer back in February of 2024 and has since been undergoing rigorous treatment. While official communications from the palace have maintained a tone of cautious optimism, suggesting His Majesty is responding well to therapy and continuing with certain duties where possible, these newer reports paint a potentially more concerning picture behind the scenes. Unidentified palace insiders are quoted as expressing serious fears regarding the king's condition. One particularly stark claim attributed to a royal insider suggests that King Charles is much sicker than the palace lets on. This source reportedly went on to describe the situation in rather alarming terms, stating that the king's cancer is eating him alive, and that he is very frail. The insider concluded their assessment by describing the overall situation as desperate. Now it's crucial to approach such anonymous quotes with a degree of caution, as they often originate from sources whose motivations and proximity to the king's true medical status are difficult to verify independently. However, these claims, if they hold any weight, would certainly explain some of the reported considerations currently being made within the royal household. Adding a slightly different perspective to the health picture, royal journalist Camilla Tominey recently offered her own insight. She noted that while the king is undoubtedly battling cancer, the talk she is hearing now is that he may ultimately die with asterisk cancer, rather than asterisk of asterisk cancer, implying that the rigorous treatment program he is undergoing is aimed at managing the disease and extending his life, rather than necessarily eradicating it completely. This perspective, while still acknowledging the seriousness of the diagnosis, offers a slightly less immediate and perhaps more hopeful outlook than the stark insider claims. Regardless of the precise severity, the reality of the king undergoing cancer treatment at the age of 76 places immense pressure on the monarchy and requires careful planning for the future. It is in this context that reports suggest King Charles is making significant, perhaps even final decisions about the future roles within the royal family, particularly concerning his eldest son and heir, Prince William. The central claim being reported is that King Charles is poised to delegate substantial authority to Prince William, the Prince of Wales. This move is reportedly being considered precisely because the king needs to focus his energy and time on his health and ongoing treatment. The day-to-day demands of being a reigning monarch are relentless, involving countless meetings, state duties, public appearances, and overseeing the vast machinery of the institution. By potentially vesting Prince William with greater operational power, the king could significantly lighten his own burden while ensuring the continuity and stability of the monarchy's functions. This delegation of authority could manifest in various ways. It might involve Prince William taking on a larger share of the king's official engagements, representing the crown at more significant national and international events, or even being granted specific powers through formal mechanisms, such as being appointed a counselor of state, but with a much broader remit and more active role than typically seen. Essentially, Prince William would be stepping into a more prominent, authoritative position, effectively becoming the de facto head of the working monarchy while his father focuses on recovery. Some reports, notably from Radar Online, have gone even further, suggesting that the king is not just delegating authority, but is setting the stage to potentially hand over the throne to Prince William altogether, perhaps even leading to a summer coronation for the Prince of Wales. This is a particularly dramatic claim and should be viewed with significant caution. Abdication is an extremely rare event in British history, the most famous instance being that of King Edward VIII in 1936. While the king is facing health challenges, there has been no official indication from the palace that abdication is being considered. It's more likely that any talk of handing over the throne in this context refers to a gradual transfer of responsibilities and power, preparing William for the eventual succession, rather than an immediate formal abdication and early coronation. However, the very mention of this possibility in reports highlights the perceived seriousness of the situation and the speed at which some observers believe things could potentially move. Regardless of whether it's a full abdication or a significant delegation, one of the major implications of Prince William stepping into a more dominant role, according to these reports, is the potential further marginalization of Prince Harry. The reports explicitly state that this move may sideline royal Prince Harry for good. This aligns with the widely reported and seemingly deep-seated rift that exists between Prince Harry and the rest of the royal family, particularly his father, King Charles, and his elder brother, Prince William. The breakdown in relationships, exacerbated by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back as senior royals, their move to the United States, and subsequent public statements and media projects, including interviews in Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, has created a palpable distance. These reports suggest that King Charles's focus on solidifying the future of the monarchy with William at the helm, especially in light of his health, underscores a decision to rely on the core working royals and potentially further distance himself from the complexities involving Harry. Adding a potentially devastating layer to this strained relationship, courtiers are reportedly claiming that King Charles has also taken steps to ensure that his younger son, Prince Harry, who is now 40 years old, will be iced out of the king's substantial will. The reports mention a figure of $34 billion associated with the king's will, which presumably refers to the value of the crown estate and other assets that the monarch has influence over or controls, rather than his personal wealth alone, which is estimated to be considerably less, but still substantial. The alleged reason cited for Prince Harry's potential exclusion from this inheritance is his perceived betrayal of the royal family. This betrayal likely refers to the public airing of grievances, criticisms, and private family matters in various media platforms since Harry and Meghan's departure from royal duties. While the specifics of the king's will are private and subject to change, the claim that steps are being taken to exclude Harry from a significant portion of the inheritance he might otherwise expect is a powerful indicator of the depth of the current estrangement. It suggests that the king views Harry's actions not merely as a disagreement, but as a fundamental breach of trust that carries significant consequences. If these reports are accurate, the implications are far-reaching. For Prince William, it signifies an accelerated path to leadership, placing the weight of the crown more squarely on his shoulders sooner than perhaps anticipated. He would be stepping up to guide the monarchy through a challenging period, supporting his father while simultaneously preparing for his own eventual reign. This requires immense dedication, resilience, and skill. For Prince Harry, the news of potential exclusion from the will, coupled with being sidelined from the core functions of the monarchy under William, paints a picture of a potentially permanent break from the institutional side of the royal family. It suggests that the path back to a central role, or even a significantly reconciled relationship, may be more difficult than ever. The reported reason, betrayal, highlights the perception within the palace that Harry's actions have caused significant damage. These developments, if confirmed, underscore the profound impact of King Charles's health on the immediate future of the British monarchy. They highlight the strategic decisions being made to ensure stability and continuity, while also revealing the deep personal fissures that continue to affect the royal family. The reports suggest a clear direction. King Charles is prioritizing the health of the institution, preparing William for his destiny, and, tragically, potentially drawing a line regarding the future involvement and standing of Prince Harry. It's a complex situation filled with both institutional necessity and personal heartbreak. The coming months will likely reveal more about the extent of Prince William's delegated authority and the true state of affairs regarding Prince Harry's relationship with his family and his potential inheritance. In conclusion, these reports paint a dramatic picture of a monarchy in transition, propelled by the king's health challenges. We see Prince William potentially stepping into a role of greater authority, consolidating his position as the future of the crown. Simultaneously, we hear claims of Prince Harry being further distanced, facing significant consequences for his past actions. It's a period of uncertainty and change for the House of Windsor, watched closely by the world. What are your thoughts on these developments? Do you believe Prince William is ready to take on a more prominent role? How do you see the rift between the brothers evolving? Share your opinions respectfully in the comments section below. Thank you for watching our detailed analysis of these significant royal reports. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth royal coverage, and join us next time as we continue to follow the unfolding story of the British royal family. Goodbye for now.